Sutra 39th, ādeśo viriñciḥ. Substitution is called viriñciḥ. We know substitution. We replace something, so it's known as substitution. So when we replace a letter or two letters by some letter or some letters, that process is known as viriñciḥ or ādeśo. viriñciḥ brahma यथा एकम वस्तु उपादाय अन्यत् करोति तथा यह विधि प्रवर्तते स आदेश viriñciḥ च उच्यते. Viriñciḥ is the name of Brahma. So just like Brahma, yatha means just like, ekam vastu upadaya, he takes one object and converts it into another because he is the secondary creator after Lord Vishnu. So in the similar way, the vidhi, the process which makes or converts one letter into another is known as ādeśo or viriñciḥ. So this is very important. Now we'll be studying three types of vidhis actually. So this is the first one, ādeśo viriñciḥ, substitution. Okay. Then āgamo viṣṇuḥ. Insertion is called viṣṇuḥ. When we insert something new, between the existing, the already existing letters and so on, that is known as insertion. Viṣṇuр yatha madhyatah swayam avirbhuya poshakah bhavati. Just like Lord Vishnu, avirbhuya, he incarnates in between madhyatah by himself, and then he maintains or nourishes, does poshana. Similarly, the vidhi, the process which allows a particular letter or a pratyaya or something to peep in, to come in between, and which helps us to solve the grammatical equation, so to say, to make the final form, to end up in the final form. That vidhi is known as āgama or viṣṇuḥ. viṣṇuḥ in our Harinamamrit and āgama in general. This is just theory part. In the next chapter, which will be beginning from Monday onwards, we'll be practically applying all this āgama, ādeśo, and lopo. So lopo is lopo haraḥ. Deletion is called haraḥ. So we studied substitution, insertion, and the third one is deletion. Haro yatha nasha hetur bhavati. Just like Hara, Lord Shiva, is the cause of annihilation. Similarly, the vidhi, yaha vidhi pravartate, which the vidhi, the process which facilitates or allows the deletion of a particular letter, etc. Sa lopaha haraḥ chauchate. That vidhi is known as lopa or hara in Harinamamrit. Tatra haraḥ dvidha bhavet. Now the deletion is of two types. Tatra adarshana matra hetuhu haraḥ. One is only hara, where the object is not fully annihilated. It's just that it is absent from our view, our vision. It's just adarshan, disappeared. Just like the sun now in India is adarshan. I cannot have darshan of sun, Surya here, because it's almost night, But it's not that the sun, the existence of the sun has ceased to exist. No, the sun is somewhere else, maybe with you all. I see with Lokarama Prabhu, sun is there, and with Ujjwal Prabhu. So I have the moon, you have the sun. Wow, Hariva. So this is Adarshana Matra Hetu, and it's known as Hara. The second one is Atyantika Laya Hetu Mahahara. Mahahara. Mahahara means Atyantik Laya Hetu. Mahahara is the thing or is the cause of atyantika laya, which means the existence of something is fully, ceased. It's not there at all anywhere. It's not in front of me, and it's not in front of anything. Okay. So this is atyantika mahalaha. That which causes a mere disappearance is called hara in the translation here, and that which causes a permanent dissolution is called mahahara. And mahahara is also known as look, not the English one. Listen, look ityanya. Clear? So āgamo, ādeśo, and lopo. Substitution, insertion, and deletion. And you are most welcome to read all this, tikas and so on your own. Oyo, it's oyo, on your own, actually. Did you know that? You knew Oyo, right? It's a company.
No, first time I'm hearing it, but it's nice.
No, Oyo is a company which rents the hotels and the rooms there.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's on your own.
I see.
Then we have sūtraṇi, ṣaḍ-vidhāni. So sutras, because Harinamamrit Vyakaran is full of sutras, it's made up of sutras, and the sutras are of 6 types or 6 kinds. Saṁjñā ca paribhāṣā ca vidirniyama eva ca ādeśo dhikārascha ṣaḍ-vidhāṁ sutra lakshanam. What are the 6 kinds? We have Saṁjñā sutras, the sutras which are definitive, like the first chapter which we are doing since few days. This is Saṁjñā chapter which has Saṁjñā sutras, the sutras which define something, which define something. Then we have Paribhāṣā sutras. Then we have Vidhi Sutra, Niyama Sutra, ādeśo, and Adhikara. So pratijñeyaṁ iti kechit pathanti cha. So this line, ādeśo dhikārascha, is read in a different manner by some, and it goes as pratijñeyaṁ dhikārascha. In place of ādeśo, some they read it as pratijñeyaṁ in different versions. Atra namakaranam saṁjñā. Atra means in the first Saṁjñā Prakaraṇam. Saṁjñā means namkarana. We know what is namkarana, to give a name, to define something. So what is Saṁjñā? Namkaranam Saṁjñā. You remember this. Namkaranam Saṁjñā. Yatha tatra ādeśo chaturdaśa sarveshvara ityādi. For example, we did namkarana of like the first 14 letters, and the name was Sarveshvara, and so on. Anyani vakshante. It means that it's not that because we have read the Saṁjñā chapter, so there won't be any Saṁjñās in the future. No. The Saṁjñā, the definitions are not yet over. The main definitions are over, of course, but there will be many more definitions which will be coming up in the next proceeding chapters, and Jiva Goswami will will be introducing the Saṁjñās whenever they are needed. And of course they won't be topsy-turvy like Panini. It will be in a very systematic way, which Jiva Goswami will be introducing the Saṁjñās in. So congratulations, this was okay. One more sutra. In the Madhyama version, we don't have 43 sutras, so I thought, we are finished. This is important. You can go through this, or we can go through this even now. It describes the 6 types of sutras, which we just read. Namakaranam Saṁjñā. A Saṁjñā sutra creates a name. These definitions will be coming up in the preceding chapters and even their definitions. But Matsya Prabhu has kindly, put it up here so that we can have a look here. Aniyame niyamakarini paribhasha. A paribhasha sutra creates a regulation where there wasn't any. Kartavyatvenopodesho vidhi. A vidhi sutra is an injunction that has to be followed. That's why it's vidhi. Because it has to be followed. We can't question it. Why to follow? We have to follow. Bahutra praptau sankochanam niyamaha. What is niyam sutra? A niyam sutra is a restriction where a rule would otherwise apply to many things. Anya tulyatva vidhanam ādeśo. An ādeśo sutra ordains similarity to another. Uttara Prakaraṇa vyapi adhikaraha. An adhikara sutra pervades the following section. So don't worry, I know you might be thinking, what are all these? But when we come across the subject and the context, then they will be clear. So for the time being, we know what is Saṁjñā at least. We know, right? What is Saṁjñā Sutras? And we'll be explaining and studying all this also. Asiddha-rūpaṁ na tyājyaṁ pratijñeyaṁ kṛd-antikā. It is promised that until the end of the Prakaraṇa, which is the fifth Prakaraṇa, before samasa and tadhita, it is promised that until the end of the Prakaraṇa, an unfinished form will not have to be put aside. It basically points at other systems of grammars, because there what is done is, whether the chapter is finished or not, the forms are incomplete and unfinished, and we have to take support from this chapter and that chapter, and a sutra from west and a sutra from northeast, the directions, I don't know. So Jiva Goswami here is promising that till Prakarana 5th, which is the kṛd-antikā, he'll be completing and finishing all the forms. He won't leave any form unfinished, waiting for the next chapters, samasa and tadhita. He'll be finishing all the forms there itself in the chapter. And for that, he might sometimes bring some particles or elements from the future chapter also, some which are really very important to finish that form in this chapter. So he might do that sometimes, but so he'll just keep his promise up all the time. So this is where we finish our Saṁjñā chapter. Hari Bol. So Monday, before proceeding to the next one, which is the Sandhi, and I really like Sandhi, I would like to hear sutras. I'll take a quick oral test, the sutra oral test from all of you. I'll just ask randomly, what is Vishnu, what is this, what is that, from anyone, and you'll have to answer. So please memorize all the sutras nicely, and then we'll proceed to Sandhi. Any questions in the Saṁjñā chapter?
Prabhu, did you already send the Sandhi Prakaraṇa PDF?
I'll send.
Okay.
Would you to you, right?
Yes, I have it. I can send it into the group if you want.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are done. So no questions. Very good.
Yeah, I'm just appreciating. Go ahead, Lokram.
It wasn't 100% clear, and maybe it's not important now, but the two types of hara.
Okay. One hara is just hara. It's just the disappearance of an object, and it's not fully dissolved. One is mahahara. One is hara and one is mahara. For example, there are two types of annihilation. One at the end of Brahma's day, and one at the end of Brahma's life, two main annihilation.
Yeah.
So something like that, hara and mahahara. Hara is just disappearance of something like sun, but mahahara is like any
Total
graphic
annihilation.
for mahara.
Like total annihilation when the universe is reabsorbed into
Yeah.
Nirodha.
Okay. So, Nirodha.
Does this also have an application in grammar? The two types?
Yes, that's why it's being discussed. Nirodha just means destruction. Okay. Nirodha is like a broad term and it can have both meaning, hara, mahahara, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be studying it. So
Okay.
it will be
No
clarified.
problem. No problem.
Okay, so we move ahead with the Anvayas. So we have Abhinandan Nitai Prabhuji. I hope he's hearing. And so he's connected to the classes, he's connected to me, I'm connected to him since very long time now. And fortunately he knows Bengali, So he's assisting he's helping actually, serving in, converting the Anvaya part. So a great thanks to him. He did that seva for today. He converted many 5-6 shlokas. So it's like it's like you convert the shlokas and we discuss it in the class. So quite an exchange, quite a transcendental exchange actually. Yes, here they are. We finished at text 10, I think, yesterday. Which was our description, Kalyugites, the bona fide ones. Yes, we did text 10. Today it will be text 11. Just in case. Okay, so Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Bhūriṇi bhūri karmāణi śrotavyaनि vibhāgashah.
Bhūriṇi
bhuri karmāni
śrotavyaनि vikāni.
अतः साधोऽत्र यत्सारं समुद्धृत्य मनीषया.
अतः साधोऽत्र यत्सारं समुद्धृत्य मनीषया.
Brūhi, what is that? Bhadraya. Okay. Brūhi Bhadraya, there must be a space here. Brūhi Bhadraya Bhūtānam Yenātma Suprasidati.
Brūhi Bhadraya
Bhūtānam.
Okay, we jump Anvaya. Bhūriṇi, bhūri karmani. Bhūriṇi means bahuni, many. Bhūri karmani, vividhani, anushtheyani karmani. Vividhani means, many again, vividha, nana. Anushtheya. Anushtheya means, we know the word anushtan. So, anushtheya and anushtan. Anushtheya means the acts which need to be performed. To be accomplished, to be done, to be performed. Karmani, the acts. Many acts to be performed, to be accomplished. Shrotavyani, Shravana Yogya Shastrani. The Shastras which are qualified to be heard. Which are qualified to be heard. Vibhagashah, Vibhinna Vibhaga Kramena. in a sequence properly divided, as per the adhikara of the Shrota, basically. Because the Vedic texts, they are spoken taking note of the adhikara of the audience, of the Shrota. So vibhagashah santi, they are. Ataha asmad heto, therefore, he sadho, he vidvan, again it's an address to Suta Goswami. Atra etadrisha shreyah sadhaneshu. Etadrisha means
like this.
Like this. Shreyah sadhaneshu. In these sadhana of Parama Mangal, yes, Paramangal, of great or complete or the top auspiciousness. Yat saram mukhyam tatparyam. Whatever the mukhya tatparya, the prominent purport or the crux is there, bhavata nishchitam iti sheshah, which you have concluded, after hearing and after speaking it for so long. Tat manishaya tikshna buddhya or tiksha buddhya. Buddhi we know, intelligence, but there is a special visheshana used here, tikshna. Tikshna means sharp intelligence, that by your sharp intelligence, I'm just remembering one thing from the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur from Bhagavad Gita. The shloka is 1.10, I think. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishmabhirakshitam, that shloka. So there, and paryaptam tvidam balam bhimabhirakshitam. So I'm just remembering quite a funny comment by Vishwanath ji, that Vishwanath ji is writing that Duryodhana is mentioning Bhishma with possessing sukshma buddhi, a sharp intelligence, a great intelligence. And he's contrasting Bhima with Bhishma, and he's writing Bhima possessing sthula buddhi, a gross intelligence, bhais wali buddhi, we say in India. It's like he's just, how do you say it in English? Sthula buddhi. Is there
dull, like dull intelligence?
Some metaphorical usage? Means dull is just straightforward. Yeah.
Dull-headed, or
Headed.
something like that.
Maybe.
Like Srila Prabhupada used to say, brain is full of cow dung.
Gobar buddhi. Anyhow, but in Hindi we say it like moti buddhi. Moti buddhi means dull-headed, of course. So, but here for Suta Goswami, it's tiksha, which is tikshna buddhi, sharp intelligence. So with the help of your tikshna buddhi, and we read in the previous verses that now one may question that because buddhi is coming into picture, so is Suta Goswami going to reveal the Shastras from his intelligence, which means incomplete senses, Are you getting my point? But we heard in the previous sessions or in the verses that his tikshna buddhi was tikshna, sharp, because that buddhi was blessed by his gurus. So it's not an ascending thing. It's not aroha, it's avroha. It was a descending part. Samudritya, that from your intelligence, sharp intelligence, you quote. Samudritya means you give uddharana. Nikhila shastrebhyo yathavat sangriha sankshipya va. That from all the shastras, shastrebhyo, panchami, shashti, chaturthi, panchami, this is panchami. Nikhila shastrebhyo, from all the shastras, in the manner you have sangrihya, you have collected, the essence. And sankshipya means sankshipt, briefly. We know the word sangshipt. So sankshipya is just the same thing. Va, bhutanam. So you quote, you relate the saram, the mukhya tatparyam, which you have concluded after reading all the shastras from your sharp intelligence for Bhadraya. Bhadraya, who's Bhadraya? Bhutanam. For the auspiciousness, complete auspiciousness of all the praninam, Bruhi, Asman Kathaya. You please tell us, relate it to us. And what will happen by, that activity of Suta Goswami is relating the Katha to the Shaunaka rishis. Yena Atma Suprasidati. Yena Uddhrita Vachanena. The Vachana, the statements which will be spoken by Suta, they will Buddhihi Samyak Upashamyati. Buddhi means the intelligence. It's quite interesting that Atma is being translated as Buddhi here by the Acharyas. Particularly Buddhi. So the Buddhi, the intelligence, will be completely pacified. We know the word Shanti. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. So the root is the same, Shamyati and Shanti. And even, Dama, Shama, Shaucha, Ityadi. So their Shama is also having the same root. Shama, Shamyati, Shanti, the same things, same meanings. So such statements from, all these will completely pacify and clear all doubts of our intelligence. And then this is known as Buddhi Yoga, which Prabhupada translate as, Buddhi Yoga, means he compares Buddhi Yoga with Bhakti Yoga at many places, especially in Bhagavad Gita. So yeah, that's how our Buddhi gets pacified and clear of doubts. Sūta janāsi bhadram te bhagavan sattvatam patihe.
Sūta janāsi bhadram te bhagavan sattvatam patihe.
Devakyam vasudevasya jato yasya chikirshaya.
Devakyam vasudevasya jato yasya chikirshaya.
Hey Sūta, O Sūta Goswami, te bhadram, tava kathamritam, te tava, your, bhadram, mangalam, be auspiciousness fall upon you, or you be auspicious. Bhavatu iti autsukyena ashirvadaha, that let there be auspiciousness for you, the sages are saying. And what's the expression, what's the attitude, or what's the mood of the sages? And why are they saying so? Autsukyena ashirvada. They're so enthused, they're so enthusiastic to hear the, rasamalayam shukamukhad amrita drava sanyutam. Because see, we already read that shukamukhad amrita drava sanyutam, the topics of Bhagavatam have been relished by Shukdev Goswami, and he had kindly delivered it to the audience, which included Suta. So now Suta Goswami is possessing that Rasamalayam, and they're very enthusiastic to attain that, to obtain that. And they're very enthusiastic. So out of that enthusiasm, they are, blessing Suta, that let there may be auspiciousness for you. And in brackets, let there be auspiciousness for the whole world. So you please relate it to us. Yasya artha visheshasya chikirshaya anushthan ichchaya bhagavan niratishaya aishwarya adi guna sampannaha satvatam sat shabdena satva murtihi bhagavan sa upasya tvaya vidyate एषामिति सात्वतां भक्ताः स्वार्थेऽण राक्षस वायसादिवत् त्रेषां. There is something wrong in the fonts in the letters here. त्रेषां शुद्ध सत्व वैष्णवानां यादवानां वा पतिः पालकः वासुदेवः वसुदेवस्य भार्यायां देवक्यां जातः आविर्भूत अभवत् तत्सर्वं त्वं जानासि अवगतोऽसि. So the thing is, यस्य चिकीर्षया भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः. Yasya means for the purpose, artha visheshasya. Artha in English stands for purpose, the prayojana. So for the purpose which Bhagwan wanted to establish, who is Bhagwan? Niratishaya Aishwarya Adi Guna Sampannaha. That he's possessing the Aishwarya Adi Guna, and how much does he possess them? Niratishaya. There is no count or there is no limit. It's unlimited. Niratishaya. And he is Sattvatam Patihi. Sattvatam simply means the devotees. So he is the Pati. Pati means Yah Pati Sa Pati. There is the root pa, parakshane. So Yah Pati Sa Pati. So one who protects his Pati. Not one who does the shoshana his Pati. No, that's not the artha. So one who is the palaka of Sattvata, of the devotees, and he is Vasudev. So this is the whole explanation of Sattvatam here, but actually there are a lot of font mistakes here, errors. So like from Sat Shabdena, in Sattvatam, if we do, break it, the first word is Sat. So from the word Sat, Sattva Murti Bhagwan, Sa Upasyatva Vidyate Eshamiti Sattvatam. Okay. I'm confused with this one. What is this Tresham? And this one. I'll just read this. Maybe Abhinandan Prabhu, you will be proofreading this tomorrow, you said. So we'll go through this part tomorrow.
Yes, Prabhuji, I will check it.
This one.
Anyway, I'm just opening the Bengali and checking what is mentioned there.
Yeah. So I'll do this on Monday, this one. Quite interesting actually. So Patihi, Sattvatam Patihi, Vasudevasya, of Vasudeva, Bharyayam, Devakyam. So in the wife of Vasudeva, Devaki, Jataha, he appeared. Tat sarvam tvam janasi. You know about all this. Avagataha asi. So the meaning is, O Suta Goswami, te bhadram, there be auspiciousness upon you. Yasya chikirshaya, to establish, in order to establish the purpose, with the desire of establishing a particular purpose, the Lord of the devotees, Bhagwan, appeared in the womb of Devaki, the wife of Vasudeva. And you know all about this. They are relating to him, that you know everything. You know about this. Then the next one is, Tannaha shushrushamananam arhasya anganuvarnitum.
Na shushtushmananam arhasyanganuvarnitum.
Yasyavataro bhutanam kshemaya cha bhavaya cha.
Yasyāvataro bhūtānaṁ kṣemaya ca bhavaya ca.
Hey Anga, O Suta Goswami, there are two Sambodhanas, addresses, generally, which are very much used in Bhagavatam especially. One is Anga and one is Tata, if you had noticed it. One is Anga and one is Tata. So I did a little research on both of these words. So they are synonymous till some extent. It's like an affectionate Sambodhan, with affection. Hey Anga, O dear one, O Suta, Yasya avataraha bhutanam kshemaya cha bhavaya cha bhavati. यस्य अर्थात कस्य वासुदेवस्य आविर्भावः प्राणिनां पालनाय एव समृद्धये च भवति. The appearance of Lord Vasudev takes place for the protection, palana, and for the, how do you translate samriddhi? For
prosperity, increase.
Yeah, for the prosperity, for the protection, and for the prosperity of all the jivas. And it's not Manushya Naam here, it's Prani Naam. And Prani Naam includes 8,400,000 species. Everything, everyone. So, Tat Avatar Viryam. Avatar Viryam means, here Viryam stands for the prowess, the power, of the avatar. Shushrusha Mananam. So we had the word Shushrushaya in second verse. What was the fourth line? Avrudhyate trakritibihi Shushrushubish. So the same thing here. Shushrusha Mananam Naha Anuvartitum or Arivarnitum. It's Anuvarnitum. Anuvarnitum arhasi. That such glory of the Lord in his avatars, or in his avatar, as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, we are very much desiring, to hear it. Shravan Abhilashinam. Morai Abhilash, we know. So this is Abhilashi, the same thing. So, yeah, Shravan Abhilashinam Naha Asman Sambandhe. That Naha means we. So we are very much eager to, listen to such topics, especially the advent of the Lord as Krishna. And you are arhasi, you are yogya bhavasi. You are yogya, you are qualified to samyak akhyatam, to chant this topic perfectly in samyak rupena. So this is text 12 or 13. This is 13. This is my favorite verse again. Apannah samsritim ghoram yannama vivasho grinan.
Apanna samshrutim goram yannama vivaso granan.
Tatah sadyo vimuchyeta yad bibheti swayam bhayam.
Tata sadya vimuchyeta yad viveti
swayam bhayam.
Ghoram, bhayankarim. We hear the word bhayankar generally, but this is bhayankarim, feminine, striling. Ghoram, because it's ghoram, it's not ghor. We say ghor aparadh in Hindi, ghor aparadh, but it's ghoram, feminine. Ghoram sansritim, and the ghoram is an adjective for sansritim, and sansritim means janma marana malam. Quite interesting, huh? Janma marana mala. It's not pushpa mala here. It's not tulsi mala. It's for the first time I'm noticing this. the way it's put here, it's a Janma Marana Mala. So, and that Janma Marana Mala is Ghoram, Bhayankarim. It's like, Lord Shiva, if we have noticed, he wears that mala of what do you say? The skeleton's head?
Skulls.
The skulls. So it's ghor actually, it's quite fearful. So Samsritim, this Janma Maran Mala, the cycle of birth and death, is Bhayankarim, is very dangerous, and it's very terrible. Okay, terrible. Some devotee is prompting me. And Apanna means Praptah, Praptavan, Praptah, which we have obtained. Naraha, Manavaha, Vivashaha api. Vivasha means Abhibhutopi, that Vivasha means he's helpless. He doesn't have his own charge upon the situation or upon himself. Because when someone is in the ocean, so he might, however powerful he might be, but he doesn't have any charge over there in that particular situation, upon the situations, upon the things around him. So similarly, we are Vivasha, the Nara who has obtained this Ghoram Samsritim is Vivasha, Api. But still, in that situation also, Yan Nama, Yasya Vasudevasya Nama Grinan Kirtayan, if he somehow chants or takes the name of Lord Vasudev, even unwillingly, and even forced to, even in one case, Tataha Sadhyaha, then what will happen? Sadhya, automatically and immediately, Achirena eva. Achirena means immediately. Like Samarpitam, what is the Anarpita Charim Chirat. So Charim, the word there, Charim, stands for a long period of time. So Achira means immediately. So as soon as one takes the name of Lord Vasudeva, immediately what happens is Tataha Vimuchyate. Muktim Sansritehe Muktim Labhate. He attains mukti from Sansriti, from Sansara. Yataha, why and how so? How does it happen? Yat. Yataha va namnaha bhayam api swayam vibheti. Because from the holy name of Lord Vasudeva, even bhayam api, mahakalaha, rudraha api. Sridhar Swami, he explains bhayam as mahakala here, with Rudra, Lord Shiva, that from the holy names of Lord Vasudeva, even Lord Shiva himself bibheti, fears. So I was reading the commentary of, I think, Sridhar Swami or Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur on this verse. And this verse, surprisingly, relates to the story of Ajamila. They wrote in their commentary. Because we know his story, that he was a Nara who had obtained Ghoram Samsritim, especially in that situation, when the Yamdutas were just in front of him, and he was vivash. He was helpless at that situation. And in that situation, he took the name of Lord Vasudeva. And we know it was Narayana. And Sadhya, immediately, he was released from, Yamadutas and their stuffs by the holy name, of course, who called the Viṣṇudutas, who helped him. Because the Yamadutas or Yamaraja, they also fear their master and his name, which is Lord Vasudeva's name. So quite interesting that this verse which is in the very beginning of Bhagavatam, is explaining indirectly about Ajamila, as per Srila Sridhar Swami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Yes, so okay, I think enough for today till 14. I'm trying to keep up to the time limit, which was 45 minutes. So anything to be discussed pertaining to whatever we read, or question? Okay, so thank you very much for your patience. And we'll meet on Monday. So no classes for tomorrow and the day after. So Monday. And yes, please join. We'll be reading Sandhi. And of course, there will be an oral test before that. So we prepared with the Sūtras. And Ujjwal Prabhu will share the PDF for the Sandhi in the group. So take advantage. And yes, keep blessing. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.